Hello everybody and welcome to this week's Hope video notices. My name is Matt, I'm the priest here in the parish and it's very nice to be virtually with you here today just to share a few things, well really one thing that's coming up. But before I get to the one thing that's coming up, I want to talk to you very quickly about these notices themselves. We are headed into a period, a season of transition as a church. My time here with you as priest in charge is coming to an end, and there's a number of things which will transition and change in the next few months, and one of them is the way we do our video notices. We are going to stop recording and sharing our notices via video, really because of capacity. As I disappear from the team, the capacity shrinks, so we won't have the ability to do this quite the same anymore. We're gonna do a few more. This isn't the last one, but they're not going to be every week from now onwards. So prepare to not see someone talking to you through the TVs on a weekly basis. We will continue to let you know what's coming up and what's happening for us as a church and in the parish here, but we'll do that in person on a Sunday morning. And for those who make the most of the opportunity to catch up on these afterwards via our YouTube, I'm sorry that we're not going to be continuing this, and it won't be available quite the same to catch up on what you've missed if you haven't been there. But may I encourage you to sign up instead to our newsletter. Once a week, we will continue to send out our newsletter. And if you haven't signed up already, then all of the things that we're talking about in our notices and in our services will all be detailed there. So do make the most of this opportunity to sign up there if you haven't already. You can do that primarily in two ways. Number one, scan the QR code out in the foyer of the church, and then you can put your email address in and you can sign up to hear from us. We write once a week, or equally on the bottom of every page of our website, you can sign up to our newsletter. So you can find that at www.hopechurchislington.org. There you go. Do go and do that if you'd like to. But the actual thing that I wanted to tell you about today is that our APCM is coming up. That's our annual parochial church meeting. And it's that exciting time of year again where we talk about church governance and what it means to run the church. And the church is run by a team of volunteers, which is our parochial church council, our PCC, which includes 2 wardens. And our APCM is coming up on the 13th of May. It's a Monday. It's at 7:30 in the evening. And the APCM will be an opportunity to hear about what the governance, the governing body of the church, the PCC, what they've been up to for the last year, what they've been discussing, what progress they've been making with our buildings, with our finance, with our systems and our structures. And you get to hear all of that. And there'll be a report that's published where you can read about it, and then you can hear from them directly on the evening. And then there'll also be the opportunity for questions and answers. If you're unsure about anything or you want to know a bit more about how Hope Church operates and works, then the APCM is a wonderful time to come along and have some of those questions answered. So that's coming up on the 13th of May, 7:30. But also, and this is really key, the APCM is the moment when we elect our PCC and our church wardens. We elect the governing body. And this is obviously always really important. It's really important that you have good people in church governance. And we are blessed here at Hope just to have the most wonderful, powerful PCC. But there are more spaces, and a few people are stepping down, a few people are moving on. And so there is opportunity this May to step onto our PCC, to become part of the governing body that directs the church. And this perhaps feels more crucial than ever. As I said at the top of these video notices, we are heading into a season of transition, which will include some time where there is no priest in this parish. Well, I say there's no priest, there's no ordained priest, but actually, let's be real. We believe in a priesthood of all believers. We believe that people are called and uniquely placed to enact that priestly position of standing between God and the world, and each and every one of you is positioned and able to do that. And so the question is, how will you exercise your priesthood? Maybe there are other ways you exercise it in the life of the church, but maybe a way that you are feeling called and prompted to exercise your priesthood is to step into a governance role and join our PCC. So have a think about that. Talk to current members of the PCC. Come and talk to me or members of the staff team if you want to kind of get a feel for how it works. You'll see all of the PCC members pictured out on the posters in the foyer. So yeah, do talk to them, explore that. Put the date in your diary to come along to the APCM on Monday, the 13th of May at 7:30 p.m. That is all from me today. Just to recap, the video notices are changing. The APCM is coming up. Have a really good week wherever you are. The end.